This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming at you another gun video. Appreciate you watching, like, share, and subscribe. I want to appreciate all my subscribers. I want to appreciate all the good information. I appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Appreciate y'all for taking the time to watch the video. So I appreciate that. And like I said before, y'all the subscribers, y'all the star, and I'm just the messenger. I'm just the average citizen up here, just trying to defend the Second Amendment and uphold the Constitution. That's it. And, you know, that's all I'm asking for. That's what my goal is pretty much uphold the Constitution and defend the Second Amendment. I like my gun rights. I know you like yours. So with that said, you know, I'm sweeping across the country telling you about all these gun laws. I'm not up here. I'm not with the high-flying headlines and stuff when it comes to your gun news. I'm just flying below the radar. That's all I'm doing. I don't need a lot of attention. I just need to let you know what's going on when it comes to your gun rights in this country. And what they're doing, the distractions that's out there, the strategy that they got going on. And, you know, that's all we're trying to do. And we're trying to have a way so we can be effective against what the gun grabbers are trying to do out there. So that's what we're doing over here. Now, we're going to talk about Maryland. Maryland, House Bill 1261. We're going to kind of get into that. Now, when it comes to Maryland, Maryland has one of the most restricted gun laws there is in state history, pretty much. They got a lot of gun laws. Now, you know, I've been talking about Bloomberg. Now, I've been talking about a lot of states that he has been affecting with his money and stuff like that. States that he's pretty much trying to look at when it comes to March 3rd, Super Tuesday, his strategy and everything. And, you know, Bloomberg, you know, a lot of people, you know, kind of, just throw Bloomberg off as if he's not, nothing, because he's not in headlines. He's not, winning nothing and stuff like that. He just had his recent debate, and, a lot of people talking about his performance and everything. But see, them the distractions. Don't let that get you distracted that Bloomberg is not effective what he's doing. He's been running a remarkable data advertising program all across this country, and he's been effective on it. He's been running on social media, all your social medias and stuff, running ads all over social media. So he's been doing a lot of stuff. I've been getting mailings from him. He's been sending all types of stuff in the mail and everything. So he's spending money. And, he's spending $400 million plus across this country. Now, Bloomberg is the #1 candidate when it comes to being a gun grabber. He's after your guns. I'm talking about, with all the distraction with Bernie Sanders and all this kind of stuff, forget that. What I'm trying to tell you, you follow the money in anything. And, Bloomberg, even though he might not be the nominee, I'm talking about, he might not, be the one to go against Trump and everything. But besides that, we still have to pay attention to Bloomberg. I'm talking about, going into this, he's running for president, but I don't think that is his main strategy. His main strategy is to let his money do the damage to this country that I've been talking about for this whole time up here. Now, I did a video talking about Johns Hopkins. They released a study saying that, all these assault weapon bans and stuff don't start gun violence. We know that. We've been knowing that for a long time. But, like I said, we're following Bloomberg money. Now, Bloomberg pretty much been donating millions and millions of dollars to Johns Hopkins for a long time. His first donation was $5 back in 1964. So that tell you how much he had put money into this, the Johns Hopkins University. And now, Johns Hopkins University, I want you to think about this because this is key what we're going to talk about in this video. It is in Maryland. And, Johns Hopkins employs somewhere like, 50,000, 55,000 employees and stuff like that. And, they study gun violence and all this kind of stuff. So, Bloomberg been investing for a long time. Now, you have to think about the state of Maryland. Now, if he's investing into this university in Maryland, obviously he invested in politicians and stuff like that in Maryland too. So you have to think about that. Now, you look at some of Maryland gun laws. You look at how some of the gun laws and stuff that they had laid out. Guess what? I'm talking about, you look at Bloomberg gun laws, you look at Maryland, you tie them two together, they partner. So he's been spending money in Maryland just like he have in Virginia, destroying states. And Maryland is one of the states that he's been looking at. He's been campaigning there. He's been going there. And, Maryland is pretty much upholding Bloomberg wishes when it comes to gun laws. Now, you had House Bill 1261. And, we're going to talk about House Bill 1261. So let's get to this video and we're going to talk about what happened to House Bill 1261. So we're going to talk about what happened in Maryland and everything I've been saying on my channel. Keep up the fight. Keep up the fight. A lot of people opposed that message and said don't work. Well, it do work. And this is proof that it worked. So in Maryland, you had the House Judiciary Committee, which pretty much withdraw a gun ban legislation, House Bill 1261. Now, the reason why they withdraw because you had tens of thousands of calls, emails from NRA members, Second Amendment supporters, and extreme anti-gun legislation is now dead for a year. We still got to keep up the fight. Now, you had a lot of sponsors, people that I'm not going to name, but the problem was what they did, they had bills in there that would have a whole lot of fees. They'll tax you to death like they've been trying to do. And, you know, what they were trying to do to get you to register your farm, which could be very expensive, up to $1,000 per gun to register. Now, some of the extreme taxation was an attempt to prevent law-abiding citizens to engage in self-defense, making it unaffordable. Now, because everyone fought and did what they're supposed to do, calls, emails made a difference in delaying this bill, having this bill delayed. And that's what I've been talking about for a long time. So let's get back on to the video. So you've seen the video, you've seen the things that, you know, Bloomberg and stuff, and you've seen the stuff that Maryland has going on. So I just want to give you some of that information. But, you know, also on the flip side, people, you know, don't listen to the media. I'm talking about, you know, I'm hearing the media and stuff now when it comes to, you know, Trump and, you know, Bernie Sanders and stuff like that saying, oh, well, you know, it could be a landslide win for Trump. Listen, don't play with that. What we need to still do, keep up the energy, keep up the fight. When it comes to Maryland House Bill 1261, they just throwing it off for this year. But guess what? Them bills gonna come right back. So, you know, most of the bills that these gun laws and stuff, all these bills that has been set back or delayed and stuff, people, it's not over with. We have to keep our foot on the gas. Don't be fooled by that. I'm talking about there's too many people, soon they get some type of good news when it comes to guns and everything. Now they want to sit back, take a deep breath, exhale, and relax and chill. They're not chilling. The gun grabbers, they're keeping their foot on the gas. They're going to come right back with something else. They might not come back with that, but they're going to come back with some type of red flag law, something, some type of trap to get gun owners in this country. This is what the gun grabbers been doing for years now. I'm talking about they're not, you know, running out of energy. They're not tired. So we must do the same thing. We must not run out of energy. We must not be tired either. We should be more hungry than they are because we're trying to. The ultimate goal is to pretty much get a lot of this stuff under control. I'm talking about we can't eliminate 1,000% of a lot of this stuff that's done happened, these gun laws and everything, but we can stop it and slow it down. And once we can stop it and slow it down, that is the goal. Then we can start to go back and repeal and reverse a lot of these laws that they have passed and doing damage to a lot of these states, putting our fellow gun owners and stuff at risk for losing their Second Amendment rights. And that's the things that I look at and I worry about the most. I'm not worried about all this other and glamour stuff when it comes to, you know, people talking about the gun stuff and all that. What I'm worried about is in the future, people, they're trying to put these rules in place to limit amount of gun owners increasing in this country. They're trying to decrease it. And see, a lot of people on the flip side don't understand the strategy. The strategy is that if you can put more gun laws in place, limit the amount of gun owners, over time, you're trying to erode into the gun community. Less gun owners, less guns and stuff. That's pretty much what they're trying to do to get this thing to a minimum, to get it to the point where they can really crush you. And so we must keep it big. We must keep the fight big. We must keep gun owners coming in, new gun owners coming in. So we have a long, big strategy that we must keep going. Like I said, this fight is huge. And it's not in the box. You have to think outside the box when it comes to gun laws now. Because all the laws that they have put against gun owners are out of the box. Not inside the box gun laws. They out of the box gun laws. And I have been up here talking about a mass majority of them. Like I said before, we know about gun-free zones. But guess what, people? Ammunition-free zones. I'm talking about what's next? Magazine-free zones. So don't think some of these laws that might come across your mind is silly and crazy. Because guess what? Some politicians are putting them in place. Some politicians are putting them in the bill. So there's no crazy gun law that you could think of. Because some politician is coming up with it. And I have seen some of the silliest gun laws, but I've seen them being passed too. So it's not so silly no more. You know, a long time ago, we would say something like this. They were like, well, you're crazy. You're just making up stuff. But it's not so crazy no more. So ask some of your gun owners, your fellow Americans who have been pretty much affected by these laws in their states. You know, people who already pretty much under these laws when it comes to magazine limitations and stuff like that. You know, years and decades and years ago, you know, this always used to be, we always talked about it, prepare for it, buy magazines. And, you know, every time someone threatened to take our farms or ban something, we go out and we buy a whole bunch of it and stuff like that. We've been doing this in this country for decades now. So now it's time to do more than just buy these things. We must get out and fight. We must get out and do all this kind of stuff that they're trying to do to us and gun on us. So just want to talk about that a little bit, kind of refresh your mind, give you some food for thoughts, kind of get you off the straightway train track that a lot of people is on, and let you see something else that's going on in the background, let you focus more. So that is my strategy over here on this channel. That's what I'm gonna continue to do and everything. So like I said before, I'm just your average citizen. That's it. I'm just the messenger. Y'all the stars. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.